What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I thought we could take a walk down memory lane and take a look at my very first MP3 player. So without further ado, let's get to it. The Sylvania SMPK7643, I know, catchy name isn't it, was sold at Big Lots for the price of $39.99. But on Black Friday of 2011, it went down to only $29.99, and this was the price that 11-year-old me bought it for with my hard-earned cash. The spec sheet was a bit sparse on the details, but it does claim to feature 4 GB of flash storage, a 2.5-inch 320 by 240 resistive TFT display, and an actually pretty big feature for the time, micro SD expansion. And look, it's the elusive headphone jack in its natural environment. Design-wise, it was clearly supposed to look like an iPhone 4, but being made out of some of the cheapest black plastic I have ever seen, it fell a bit short of that. Now let's power this thing on and see what we get software-wise. Again here, these icons seem to be very inspired by iOS 4. The settings icon houses, well, your settings. The UI design is actually even still kind of cool. It's got like this glowing blue glass kind of theme here going on. The screen brightness has 5 different settings ranging from dark to slightly less dark, and you can adjust the delay until the screen goes to sleep. Explorer is just a simple file explorer, letting you browse the contents of your storage. And when I say simple, it is so simple it can't even move or rename things, only view and delete. Ebook file support is limited to the TXT format, but it actually does a pretty decent job here, letting you move through the book by tapping the bottom half of the page or the buttons at the bottom. It also has an auto page turn function with an adjustable reading speed, and you can set up to 3 bookmarks. Fun fact, I actually read the first 3 books in the Ender Saga front to back on this little MP3 player here. Looking back, I do not know how I did it. Photo viewing works good, but the screen looks so bad. Images are slow to load, but the slideshow feature was kinda neat for the time. It even had these cool little transitions here. Now, video playback works, and if I recall right, it played back 320 by 240 AVI files. But I lost the disc with the included conversion software years ago, and nothing I try in Handbrake will make a file this thing can play. So maybe it used some sort of proprietary codec or something, I don't really know. But I do distinctly remember loading a 5-hour Let's Play of Tomb Raider Underworld on this by downloading it from YouTube and converting it on my Pentium 3 laptop. If I remember right, it took about 36 hours to convert and the CPU was pegged at 100% the whole time, fans going full bore. But music playback is what I use this thing for the most. In hindsight, the audio quality is pretty terrible. All the sound circuitry is unshielded, so if you pause your music, you can actually hear the processor quietly making little chirping and buzzing sounds in the background. At the time, I just assumed iPods did this too. That aside, it does get the job done. You can browse your music by folders like I did back then, but it can also read the ID3 tags, and you could browse by artist, album, or genre, kind of like a higher-end iPod or iPhone. Which again, at the time, this was a pretty impressive feature for the price point. It even had customizable EQ and playlist support. Nowadays, of course, the flagship tech that I drooled over as a kid, like the 2nd generation iPod Touch, can be had for less than $20. So if you're somehow watching this with $30 to spend on your first MP3 player, buy used. You can almost always get more for your money. Of course, most toddlers have smartphones these days, so it's kind of a moot point. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, get subscribed, and ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.